If you are struggling to understand why your corporate family business has been performing sluggishly, the root cause is on your screen. If you haven't visited our website and clicked to explore each of these realities, I urge you to pause your video and explore it now. Because like it or not, these 5 harsh realities are changing the course of your business, creating new twists and turns that are slowing down your business momentum. Sadly, many CEOs refuse, whether consciously or subconsciously, to face the harsh realities of operating a business in times of turbulent change. You'll know these CEOs by the stories they tell themselves and their boards. It's a little disruption, they say. We'll be back to normal soon, they say. Things are even worse for our competitors. It's all classic denial. And when you practice denial as a corporate family business CEO, you put your family's legacy and future at risk.
As a CEO, denial is your enemy. Why? Because your skills are diminished when you follow your intuition and refuse to accept the reality. Your mental processing capacity simply slows down when you try to hold 2 contradictory beliefs simultaneously. Psychologists call this syndrome cognitive dissonance. It causes you to become depressed, anxious, angry, stressed. As you wrestle with reality, you act out arrogantly to others. Can you see why denial is a sure recipe for disaster? Your first responsibility as a leader is to face reality. In faster changing times, you need to see clearly whether you are on a path that will help your business or harm it. Unfortunately, human nature often gets in the way. If I tell a CEO that he or she is in denial about what is really happening in their business, guess what many of them do? Their first instinct is to deny it. But numbers don't lie. So here is an easy test. I call it the reality metric, to help you see for yourself whether you are running a business that is healthy or slowly bleeding to death. Start with your return on assets. Why? It's an indicator of how profitable your company is relative to your total invested capital. In other words, it gives you a good idea of how effectively your business is managing its assets. Now, compare your return on assets to your weighted cost of capital. Let's say that your return on assets is 6%, but your weighted cost of capital is 7%. Guess what? Your business wealth is going up in smoke. You do the math. No matter how hard you are working, no matter how many units you are selling, you are not creating wealth in your business. You are actually destroying it. What would a healthy business look like? You should aim for a return on assets that is significantly higher than your weighted cost of capital. That way, you accumulate wealth. Wealth you can use to invest to fight off competitors, to keep your business profitably growing, even in turbulent times.
Many CEOs are shocked when they confront the undeniable truth of Carlos's reality metric. For the first time, they clearly see the consequences of clinging to an outdated strategy and the urgent need to change course before it's too late. But they also realize a frightening truth. It's one thing to know that you ought to change. It's quite another to know how to change, especially in a turbulent world. But some CEOs are able to acquire the necessary mental toolkit, the flexible, agile set of strategic thinking processes that prepare them to thrive in a nonlinear, complex world. We'd like to introduce you to one of them. His name is John. You can find a link to his story on our website. We invite you to explore John's story and learn how he found the motherlode of wealth in his business.